Hello all, myself Dr. Shanti Verma. In today's lecture, I am going to discuss the classification and qualities of information for the subject Management Information System. Now let's first discuss the learning objectives for this lecture. In this lecture, we are going to understand information presentation and bias in information. Then quality of information, classification of information. Now, first discuss what is information. As we already discussed in our previous lecture, data is a raw fact and information is a data in a some meaningful manner. So, information is associated with data as data represent values attributed to parameters, and information is data in context with a meaning attached. It is very important that if meaning attached with data, the data is information. The information improves the presentation of an entity. It also updates the level of knowledge. Information have always surprise values. It reduces uncertainty and adds in a decision making process. It is should be noted that the quality of information could be bad, good or bad, depending on the mix of these above characteristics. The entity, that is data or information, is transferred through communication from source to destination. Here source is a sender and destination is a receiver. There can be a noise or distortion during this process. The poor quality of the information is due to noise or distortions. MIS, that is a Management Information System, is like a transmitter providing information in the forms of reports. A good MIS communicates information without any noise. In the figure, you can see that there is a source and destination. The information passes through source is transmitted and encoded using transmitter encoder, pass through channel, and before receiving to the receiver, the information must be decoded using receiver decoder. In this process, there is a chance of noise and distortion using when the information passed using a channel. But for a good MIS, it is important that noise and distortion are uh, not in any information. Now let's discuss information presentation. Information presentation is a art. The data is collected and processed analytically, bringing lot of value in the information. But it must be important that data is presented in very effective manner. If data is not presented properly, then the information is failed to communicate anything of value to the receiver. The degree of communication of information presentation is affected by the mode of transmission, methods of transmission, manner of information handling, limitation and constraint of a receiver as an information processor, the organization as the information user. There are two methods that we use for improving the communication. The first is called as summarization and second is called as routing, message routing. Let's discuss summarization. Summarization provides information which is needed in the form of form and content. The principle behind summarization is that too much information causes noise and distortion and leads to a confusion, misunderstanding, and missing the purpose. It suppresses the noise and distortion. So it is important the information is passed between sender and receiver as much needed. If the information is in a bulky manner or too much information is passed, there is a chance of confusion and misunderstanding to the receiver. The second method for improving the information presentation is a routing message. Principle is to distribute information to all those who are accountable for the subsequent actions or decisions in any manner. It is achieved by sending the copies of the reports or documents to all the concerned people or the user. For example, the mark sheet generated by in university having three copies, one copy kept in university, second copy is kept in college, and third copy is kept in your in with you. The goal is to spread the information to the appropriate quarters. Now let's discuss the bias in the information. What are the different type of bias and what are the disadvantages when there is a bias in a information. The bias, either it's a personal, it's organizational bias or management, means giving more attention, partiality or favoritism. A deliberate bias in converting certain information with no or little possibility of verification and rethinking. When we choosing the appropriate method of communicating information, care has to be taken that information is not biased. It should not happen that certain information get eliminated or does not classified. It might be possible ki, if uh, we are giving a negative feedback in buying any product from online sites, it is important that negative feedbacks are also shown. So it get not eliminated by any mediator. A formal structure of organization should be adopted and the type of information and its receiver should be decided by the top of the management. The bias may be in representing the data in a alphabetical order, some exceptional criteria, or in a graphical form for quick grasp. It is should be noted that the we have to provide the full proof flexibility to the manager for deciding the classification or filtering criteria, scope of information, the method of analysis, and the presentation of the interference. Now let's discuss the qualities factor of information. Information quality is based on the four dimensions: utility, satisfaction, error, and bias. You can also call it as USEB. Now let's first discuss utility. Utility means how much this information is useful to the receiver. It has four factors. First is time, means made available when is needed. Means information is always up to date, not old. Form, presented in the form of form managers needed. Means there is a some certain formats of report. It must be followed that the information placed in a report in a prescribed format. Access, easily and quickly accessible from the online system. Possessions, information is possessed by the manager who need it. If the information is not useful to you, there the system check that the manager not use that information. Next, the satisfaction. If the organization has high degree of satisfaction, then it seems the information systems are properly designed to meet managers' need. So it is important at the time of designing, the manager's requirement should be taken so that the high satisfaction informations are generated from system. The next is the error. Error is a very serious problem for information and it is due to an incorrect data measurement. It might be possible data should be in a floating form and you must kept in an integer form, And incorrect data collection method, there are various types of data collection methods. That, for example, survey, experiment, observation. It is compulsory that the appropriate method is used in the data collection. Failure to follow the prescribed data processing procedure. After collecting data, data should be processed, means how much data is required, which variables are chosen, which are not. So there are certain prescribed formats of organizations. It is important you have to follow the prescribed data processing procedure of organization. Loss of data or incomplete data, data must be complete, and no data should be avoided in a data collection collected. Poor application of data validation and control system. You should check that all the data you have recorded or stored are foolproof validated. For that, you have to make sure that the system you are using for collecting the information, all the fields of that particular form is validated and controlled by the system. Error should be prevented, and method of system analysis and design should be followed for prevention, detection and control of error. Now let's discuss the various parameters that impacting the quality of information. First is impartiality. And impartial information contains no bias. It is important that information has no bias. Collected without any distorted view of situation. Data must be prejudiced, preconceived, and predetermined. Validity, it relates to the purpose of the information, and it should be checked that does the information meet the purpose of decision making for which it is collected. You know that the information is used in a decision making process. But if information you collect but it's not used in any decision making process, there is no need of information collection. So it should be noted that information is valid. Reliability, it is concerned to the representation and the accuracy of what is being described. Consistency, the information must relate to a consistent base or pattern. Consistent base or pattern are predefined by the organization, and the information you given is must be presented in a consistent manner. Age, information should not be old. It means you have to update the knowledge, add the surprise value, reduce the uncertainty, and improve the representation. Now let's discuss the classification of information as per Jordan. Jordan is a scientist which describes the classification of information on the basis of the various factors. The first factor is a action versus no action. Action information which induces action. For example, no stock reporting, calling a purchase. Then no action, that is a which communicate status of a situation. For example, stock ledger. Recurring and non-recurring. Recurring means at a regular interval. For example, monthly sales report, quarterly sales report. Non-recurring means generated on a ad hoc basis. Means when manager required, the report is generated. For example, financial analysis reports. The next is a internal versus external information. If information is generated through an internal source of organization, that is internal information. For example, the departments of the organization communicated with each other using reports. The second is external information that is generated using some government reports, industry service, etc. The mix of the information, that is internal and external information, changes depending on the top level management decisions. At the top level, stress is more for external information, and for the operational and the management level or middle level, the more focus is on the internal information. The next is classification is on the basis of the applications of information. There are three types, that is a planning, control and knowledge. Planning information have certain standards, norms and specifications that are used in the planning of any activity in organization. Control information means reporting of status of an activity through a feedback mechanism. When such information shows a deviation from the goal or the objective, it will induce a decision or an action leading to a control. Knowledge, a collection of information through the library reports and the research studies builds a knowledge base as source for decision making. And this knowledge base is a power and strength for organization. The last classification is on the basis of the information uses. There are three types: organization information, database information, and functional information. When the information is used by everybody in the organization, means general purpose information, that is a payroll information. Database information, when the information has multiple use and application. For example, material specification, supplier information. It might be possible one supplier supply product in a multiple department. Functional or operational, when the information is used in the operations of business. For example, sales and product statistics. In this lecture, we have discussed the information, the qualities of information, then the various factors that are affecting the quality of information, then classification of information on the basis of John Redder. On the basis of these topics, I give you three questions as an assignment. Question 1. Explain the parameters which affect in quality of information. Question 2. Explain classification of information on the basis of John Dryden. Third, write a short note on information presentation. So, if you like this video, please like, subscribe and comment your suggestions. Thank you.